Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel, and I have a plethora of not a surprise. There is no surprise today. Oh, heavens. Anyway, I have a plethora of supplies for today's layout for Follow a Sketch February, and this sketch is from Gebby. Can I even speak today, you guys? I cannot. The sketch is from Debbie Gatos, and this is the sketch right here. Calls for 3 photos, a 4x6 and 2 3x4s. I am actually going to be using 3 4x6 photos, and I know I said I was finished using that kit for layouts, but I pulled all of the accessories from that kit, like the extra stuff that was left over besides the paper. I pulled these, which were going to be used on yesterday's layout but never made it, and a sheet of black cardstock. And I think I'm going to do that, right? Like, I'm still using that kit because I just haven't put it away yet, and it's easy. It's right there. So let's see what I can do. Alrighty guys, so these photos are from different places in Las Vegas. Now, we went to Vegas at Christmas time. It wasn't over Christmas itself. Christopher had a meeting or a conference or something was going on, and I decided to tag along. Now, I am a fan of Las Vegas, and that might be surprising or not. I don't know. It depends upon how well you know me, I guess. But the first time we went to Vegas, I took $20 with me, and I was going to gamble my $20. And if I lost it all, I was going to be okay with that because it was the fun of it, right? Like, it was supposed to be the fun. I don't mind paying $20 to have some fun. I did not have fun. Gambling was not fun for me. I gambled $7 and lost just about all of it. By the time I looked over at Christopher and I was like, yeah, I'm not having fun. I earned a 13-cent voucher, and I scrapbooked that voucher instead of turning it in because it was more important for me to have that voucher to put in my album than it was to go get my 13 cents. Now, there is a giant slot machine in the lobby of the New York, and I do like yanking on that huge handle. But that is not something that I need to do every single time I go to Vegas, which is, few and far between. This trip was the last time we've been. But if I put a buck in there and pull the handle, I would pay $1 to pull a huge slot machine handle. Like, I think it's worth $1. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that's just fun. But anyway, there was a lot for me to see and do in Vegas while Christopher was dealing with his workness. I love a lot of things on the Strip. The New York has the Hershey bar. It also has the Hershey store. There is an M&M store. There is a Coke store. The shopping at Caesar's Palace. I love walking through that. Watching the fountains. People watching. Just walking through the different hotels and seeing their different decorations at Christmas time. And I just enjoyed myself immensely. That was a hot chocolate that I had ordered when we ate one night late in the restaurant. We had arrived late. There was a concert that just let out, and people had flooded this restaurant inside the New York, and they ended up giving us stuff for free because it was taking so long. But anyway, we had a great time. The 9 Fine Irish Dragonman, which it's really just 9 Fine Irishmen restaurant, is also in the New York, and we love that place. But I've always called it the 9 Fine Irish Dragonman restaurant. I don't know why. It's just a reverse key word that we do. So that was there too. And these were just like a couple of random photos. Now, could I have tossed these photos? Could I have not scrapbooked them? Yeah, I totally could have. But, they were important enough for me to take the photo of them, so they are important enough for me to scrapbook. Right? I am going to use these chipboard circles. Now, I tried to use them in yesterday's layout. Tried is kind of a strong word. I pulled them out for yesterday's layout. I did not actually try to use them. They just weren't going to work. So we're using them today. I am just going to color them with a Copic marker. Now this is a Dusty Attic chipboard. Originally I was thinking about embossing these, and I was going to emboss them gold to kind of go with the gold vellum striped paper that I've got going on here. But I decided not to do that either. So basically I feel like I have kind of turned this sketch on its side a little bit. I'm kind of working it the way it was intended and kind of not, but that's okay, right? Like, hopefully you see where I got the inspiration from the sketch. If you don't, that's okay too, right? The whole point of Follow a Sketch February is to give you a catalyst of something each day to kind of give you a bit of inspiration, right? A starting point. There's no pressure ever in Follow a Sketch February. If you love all the sketches and you do all of them, awesome. If you do them all on their corresponding day, awesome. If you're like, I like 4 sketches and I'm just going to do those, awesome. If you do them 3 weeks later or 3 years or 3 months later, it doesn't matter, right? If you do join the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group, this year's sketches are all in there, and so are the past couple of years. I started Follow a Sketch February in 2018, I think. I think it was 2018. And I opened it up kind of like, hey, who wants to join type thing a couple years ago. So those are the years that are in the albums in the Facebook group. I also gave Follow a Sketch Friday a rest, and Follow a Sketch Friday will come back after Follow a Sketch February is over. Oh, I did emboss these. Look at me go. Oh, I just clear embossed them. Well, you know what, you guys, look at that. I had a great idea then, and I had a great idea now. So that turned out pretty okay. So this is Icicle Embossing Powder. This is from Brutus Monroe. It is a clear embossing powder. Brutus Monroe restored my faith in embossing, you guys. Embossing was really difficult and messy, and I hated the results I was getting. Then I tried Brutus Monroe embossing powders, and it's easy, still messy, and I love the results I'm getting, right? Like, there are definite things. Don't do that. Don't put your heat tool on your hands. That is a dumb move, and I do it just about every time I heat and emboss, but I don't want you to do it because nobody needs to get, their fingers burnt off or anything like that. So just using that clear embossing powder on here, it's going to give that nice deep kind of mulberry purpley color that I have going on here. A little bit of a sheen to it, which is perfect. And then I'm going to be able to use my Nouveau Deluxe adhesive, and I will get those bad boys popped onto the layout. And, throw some more heat on there because why not? So bringing back over the layout, we're going to figure out again where we want these pieces to exactly go. The good thing about the Nouveau Deluxe adhesive is that it is going to be able to get into like the fibrous areas of the chipboard. It's going to stick, guys, right? Like, you don't have to worry about it. It is going to stick. So I have one over here kind of on the bottom, one at the very top of the layout, and then one is going to be kind of in the middle. It's a little bit higher middle area here. And all I was doing was dolloping the glue in the most thick areas of the chipboard. That way it could grab it. Now I'm also going to be using these gold word phrases, and I'm going to use this one that says thanks. So we're going to pull those off. And I think I put it together a little bit closer, like each of the letters are just a little bit closer than what they are on the sticker backing, which is fine, right? Like, it's a suggestion. You don't have to follow it. And then I'm going to spell out the word memories and then use some little letter stickers, and it's going to say thanks for the memories. And yes, I did have that song running through my head the entire time while I was getting this layout put together. I think I might have even sang it some. Who knows what was going on in that moment. But I am getting more of these letter stickers that are not my absolute favorite used up, so that's a win, right? And they go great with this kind of super colorful, non-really Christmassy layout about Christmas in Vegas. So I'm using these tile stickers right here, and it's going to say thanks for the memories. And then what else? Oh, I ran out of E's, so I had to fill in to make that F and E. What else do I do to this layout? Oh, that's right. Oh, this was a great idea. I love this. Okay, this is probably a little bit of nonsense, but you know, when you go back and you're doing a voiceover and you don't exactly remember the layout, and then you remember and you're like, yes, great idea. That's just like positive reinforcement for yourself, right? Maybe everyone should record themselves just once to see what it looks like when they scrapbook. I think that would be super fun, and have your reaction to it. That would be fun. So anyway, I'm going to use these present stickers, and again, this is leftovers from that kit, which, you know, I didn't put it away before I had to pack and leave for the cruise, but I feel like I used so much of it that there's really not a lot to put away, right? Like, there's just not. Do I leave that on there? Because that feels a little weird. Okay, I'm putting on the puffy stickers right here, which is fine, but that one photo corner on there feels weird to me. Sandy, why are you leaving the photo corner on there? Take it off, take it off, take it off, take it off. I don't know if I'm going to take it off, you guys. This is a real disappointment. And then what am I doing? Oh, I decided to have them go in a different order than what I had originally decided, which I don't know why, because it looked fine to me there, but I guess it looks fine now too. I'm like, what are you doing? Are you adding more? I think there is something a little bit more that happens up at the top here. I think I add another layer of paper. Do I add in this pink? Feels a little naked, so I must add in the pink. Yep, I do. Do just a tiny little bit of pink with a torn edge and put it back there. There we go. Now that bit between the paper where I built the title and that chevron paper don't feel so weird. So we're going to add on some of these hearts, because why not? I just waxed poetic about how much I loved Christmas time in Vegas. So might as well get the hearts on there. And then I think that is where I'm going to end this layout, you guys. Going to add some Nouveau Deluxe to those hearts so that they stay, because we don't want them falling off the page. And yeah, once I get that once those bits are all glued down, this layout is done. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out for Follow a Sketch February. Thanks for joining the Facebook group and posting your layouts. I am thoroughly enjoying seeing all of the creations. This is where I will leave this layout. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.